This conference will now be recorded.
Right. Okay. So we discussed about SDLC process. SDLC process. So SDLC is a process, okay, to develop any software. To develop any software. SDLC is a process to develop any software. So if you ask why we need to follow process, so the answer is that so output. So the answer is quality. Okay, the answer is budget. The answer is what time? Okay, so we discussed these things, right? I think on Friday. Okay, right. So today we are going to discuss about SDLC, okay, development models, SDLC development models, SDLC development models. Okay, right now SDLC development model equals to SDLC process plus some instructions. Okay, some instructions. SDLC development model equals to SDLC process plus some instructions, okay, to develop any software. To develop any software. Again, what is this one? See, I said that we have established a process, that is SDLC process. So by using that process, we can able to develop the software. And this is what we discussed on Friday, right? So today I am telling again, we have SDLC development models. Okay, that is combination of SDLC process plus some instructions to develop any software. See, what are all the instructions and activities? We already discussed in the 7 phases of SDLC. Again, what is this some instructions? Again, what is this some instruction? Okay, so we need to understand. We need to understand. See, for example, okay, you are planning to go to US. Okay, every Indian, okay, dream is to, okay, go and, okay, live in US, right? So US. And your travel is scheduled that you are going to leave to US in Jan, okay, in Jan. Now everybody is going to call you, okay, as the days are approaching for your okay, departure. So everybody is going to call you, okay, Srikanth, take care this one, okay, while you are traveling, make sure these things are with you. And they will give you a lot of instructions, okay, they will give you a lot of instructions, okay. So these people will give you a lot of instructions, and everybody is going to give some unique instructions from their experience, okay, from their experience. So whether you are going to follow them or not, that is a secondary thing. So first of all, you are going to get plenty of instructions, okay. Why can't they just say that all the best, okay, take care, like that, instead of giving, okay, these many instructions? Because they are concerned about you, one thing. Second thing is that they don't want you to lose anything. They don't want you get any damage. That is the second thing. Okay. And third thing is that so in case if you apply those instructions, వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ మీరు అప్లై చేస్తే మేబీ ఏదైనా బెనిఫిట్ ఉండొచ్చేమో కదా. ఓకే, అది కూడా ఒక రీజన్ అన్నమాట. Okay, so keep these things, this example in your mind. Now let's get back to the some instruction from SDLC development models. Okay, one person is there. He is into banking domain. Okay, he is into banking domain. Okay, he has almost 40 years experience. How many years experience? 40 years experience. 40 years experience, okay, into banking domain. He is a developer. Okay, for example, he is a developer. Okay, or we can say that he knows, he involved into all the phases of SDLC process. So right from the requirements gathering to maintenance phase, he involved into all the phases. After 40 years of experience, okay, in one big seminar, okay, big seminar, that guy introduced, okay, in one big seminar, okay, that guy introduced, okay, some instructions, or we can say some guidelines, okay, some guidelines. So he is addressing the crowd like this, okay, dear participants, I have been into banking domain since more than 40 years, since more than 40 years. So I gone through many difficulties, okay, many challenges, okay, many difficulties and many challenges, okay, and faced a lot of issues, related to time, quality, budget, whatever it is, whatever it is. So finally today I'm here, okay, so that I can deliver some guidelines to you, okay, I can tell some tips and tricks or some guidelines, some instructions, so that you can apply them, if you get any of those challenges, or if you follow my guidelines, okay, definitely I assure you that you are going to finish your project in less time with more quality within expected budget, So out of his experience, he is proposing some guidelines. Okay, now you can apply these guidelines while you follow your regular SDLC process. So regular SDLC process followed up, you can apply these guidelines. If you apply these guidelines, so what he is assuring that we are going to able to finish the task within time, within budget, so with more quality, So everybody is looking after quality and time and money, right? So if you follow them, certainly you are going to achieve the best result. Of course, you are doing the best. Okay, but if you follow those guidelines, you can achieve the best of best. Okay, so in Thanksgiving in US, okay, my student told me that, okay, so different, mobile companies, electronic shops, so they will give a lot of discounts. On, each and every, product. So physical product or virtual product. Okay, see on same product, one shop will give you 50% discount, another shop will give you 60% discount, another shop will give you 90% discount also. 90% discount. Okay, I never purchased any physical, okay, product from Thanksgiving. I used to purchase virtual tools. Okay, that means software tools. Okay, so some, okay, utility software, all that I used to spend some money, like server space, email hosting, some XYZ like that. Same service, but you are going to get it from different providers, okay, with a different discount. So what I do, so before doing the purchase, so I will go to different websites and I will check the quality of the service and I will see the discount also. For example, one shop is providing 50% discount on one product. Okay, the second, one more shop is providing 75% discount on the same product, and definitely I will go with that 75% discounted product. Same quality, so no difference in same quality. Service is also good and product is also genuine. Okay, genuine. So some people told me that is, you can go to that shop where you will get that same device, okay, with extra discount and extra manufacturing warranty like that. So if I follow that instruction, who is going to get benefit? I am the one who is going to get the benefit, right? So here also the people are already habituated to develop the softwares using SDLC process. Okay, but so these big people who have tons of experience in different domains, so they come up with some guidelines or instructions. Okay, guidelines or instructions. Okay, like 1 minute, 1 minute, please. right? Okay, so if you follow these instructions, definitely you are going to achieve the best. Definitely you are going to achieve the best. So like this person, so different people from different okay domains or sectors, okay, they proposed some instructions. They proposed some instructions or guidelines. Okay, so instead of calling them as instructions, they gave some names. They gave some names. They gave some names. Okay, now, so those are okay. Those are so waterfall instructions. Okay, second one is spiral instructions. Third one is waterfall spiral. Okay, so V model. Okay, V model. Okay, V model. Okay, na. So next one is um, prototype. Prototype. Okay. So next one is RAD model, rapid application development model. Okay, na. So next one is incremental model. Incremental model. The next one is agile. Okay, agile models. Right. Okay, so all these things are nothing but just some set of instructions. Set of instructions. Waterfall, spiral, V model, prototype model, or aid incremental agile. So instead of calling them as instructions, so they used to call them as development models. Okay, waterfall development model, spiral model, V model, prototype development model, or AD development model, like that. So simply, so these are nothing but what? SDLC process plus some dedicated instructions. Dedicated instruction. For example, if it is waterfall model, okay, that is waterfall model equals to SDLC process plus waterfall instructions. Okay, waterfall instructions. Now spiral model equals to okay SDLC process plus spiral instructions. Okay, spiral instructions. Okay, so V model equals to STLC process plus okay V model instructions. Okay, V model instructions. Okay, that's it. So instead of calling these things as instructions, so it's good to call them as development models. Okay, development models. So these models brought you by okay, different experts from okay different industries. Okay, different industries who has tons of experience. Okay, tons of experience. Okay, now we need to know what are all these things. Okay, what is waterfall model, what is spiral, what is V, what is prototype, what is RAD, incremental agile, like that. Okay, right now let's start with waterfall approach. Okay, waterfall development model. Okay, waterfall development model. The process is same only. The process is same SDLC process. We are not going to discuss SDLC again. Okay. So we will focus on only instructions. Okay. The process is same. So waterfall model is okay. A very old model. Very old model. Okay. And we can say that okay, this is heavily used model. Okay. Heavily used development model in software industry. Waterfall model is very old model and it is heavily used development model in software industry. You know, the ATM softwares, okay, the golden banking softwares, and the health related softwares, robot related software, satellite related softwares, okay, all those develop okay using waterfall model only. Okay, so simply I used to call this waterfall model as forefather. Okay, forefather of all development models. So instead of calling it as forefather, let's call it as grandfather, or grandfather of all development models. Grandfather of all development models. Some people says that this is the first set of instructions or first development model which is proposed to develop software. I don't know. whether it is okay true or false, but some people say that different opinions are there. Anyway, okay, we no need to bother about them. Okay, so simply this is the oldest and widely used model in software industry. Software industry. Okay, the other name for waterfall model is linear sequential model. Okay, linear sequential model. Linear sequential. This is the other name for waterfall model. So why people call it this as linear sequential model also? We will discuss. Okay, we will discuss. Okay, right. Okay, now. So now let's talk about the instructions in waterfall development model. Okay, the first instruction of waterfall development model is uh, mm, ఫస్ట్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం, చాలా ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఏది బెస్ట్ ఆలోచిస్తున్నా అనమాట. ఓకేనా, సో లెట్స్ సే దట్. ఓకే, సో నో చేంజెస్, ఆర్ యూ కెన్ సే దట్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఈస్ 100% task completion is required. Okay, is required on each and every phase of SDLC, on each and every phase of SDLC. So this is the first instruction of waterfall development model. Now for example, yeah, you successfully reached US, you successfully reached US, and now you are staying in one okay guest room or in one paying guest, okay, ఒక PG లో ఉన్నారన్నమాట. So when you are in that PG or when you are in any of your relatives house, you need to follow their instructions, right? You need to follow their instructions. Okay, yes or no? మనం ఏం చేయాలి, మనం వాళ్ళ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వాలి. Okay, now so one person proposed these instructions, waterfall instructions. He said that if you follow them, you are going to achieve the quality. Now I need quality. So if I want quality, then what I need to do? Silently, I need to follow the instructions of waterfall model. Now, one of the instruction of waterfall model is 100% task completion is required on each and every phase of SDLC. Each and every phase of SDLC. That means, so why waterfall model is telling that? Okay, now, so these are the phases in SDLC process. Okay, requirements analysis. Okay, what is the first phase here? Requirements gathering. Second phase is requirements analysis. Okay, third phase is what? Design. So fourth phase is what? Coding or development. Like that, these are the different phases in SDLC process. Now what waterfall model is telling that, Babu, okay, that means, okay, developer, if you are in requirements gathering phase, try to focus on it 100%. Try to focus on it 100%. Yeah, that means gather all the requirements, gather 100% requirements, Without gathering 100% requirement, don't start requirement analysis. Okay, it is focusing on the common problem of mankind. The waterfall model is focusing on the common problem of mankind. That means the problem with many students in these days that they have plenty of options on their plate, plenty of options. Okay, in demo session, I think in your batch only, I got one question. So what is the future of testing? I think it's from your batch only. What is the future of testing? Okay, now so why I got that question? The reason is that some people might have tell that, okay, don't join for testing course. Okay, you are not going to get any opportunities. So you go to Python or you go to machine learning or IoT. The latest trend is about IoT, machine learning. You go and join, you are going to get plenty of offers like that. People used to tell. Okay, when I shifted my career from development to testing, I also got same. I also got many things. I also get lot of sessions, lot of sessions. So in that confusion, what students will do is that, so they will join Python, they will join Java. Okay, once they used to start writing programs, or once they try to sort it, the algorithms in Python, in data structures in some XYZ technologies, they will feel that, okay, it's very difficult here. Okay, na? So I better to shift my career. Then they are going to change the course. Okay, I know my friends are there. My friends are there. They used to tell me, "Arey, I just done about .NET technologies, but no offers in .NET. Some people are suggesting me to learn Python, so I joined Python. And once Python is over, they will attend for one interview, and they will feel that, okay, it's very difficult to get into Python, and they will take some suggestions of others. They will tell that, "Arey, why you join Python? You go and join database tool like Informatica, like that, Hadoop Big Data," and they will join Hadoop Big Data. And once Hadoop Big Data is over, they will tell that they will go on, then they will go and attend for interviews. In interviews, they will find that, okay, Big Data Hadoop requires real-time experience, and they will come back and they will realize that, array, Hadoop Big Data needs, some good knowledge on real time. So let's join testing tools course. Let's join testing tools course. So like that, different people are going to switch different, options, different options. The reason is that they have a lot of things. They have a lot of things to select. So when we have a lot of things to select, definitely we are going to get confusion. So with that confusion, we are going to waste our energy, we are going to waste our money, we are going to waste our time. సో ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే వేస్టింగ్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ప్రాపర్గా యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. Now, what waterfall model is telling that, Are Babu, we are all having this problem. Not only you, not only it's related to the course, it is everywhere. It is everywhere. ప్రతి దగ్గర కూడా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ యూ అటెండ్ ఎనీ బఫే సిస్టమ్, any party, in buffet system, you will see, different types of sweets, ice creams, fruits, and okay, veg section is there, non-veg section is there, different. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, మనం కన్ఫ్యూజన్ వస్తుంది అనమాట, అదే ఏది ఫస్ట్ తినాలని. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామంటే అది కొంచెం ఇది కొంచెం అది కొంచెం తినిపోతా ఉంటాం. అంటే ఏది కూడా మనం కంప్లీట్ గా తినం అనమాట. సో వై ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్ దిస్ వన్ ఈస్ దట్ అవర్ నేచర్ ఈస్ లైక్ దట్. So waterfall model is stressing on that point. See, when you are on requirements gathering, try to focus on gathering 100% requirements. The reason is that because of this nature, as soon as you're done with gathering 10% requirements, you are going to lose your interest. Then you are going to start analysis. Okay, and then you are going to skip design phase. Then you straight away you will go on, you will go and do the coding. Okay, the problem is there. Okay, ఒకటే task. When you do the same task again and again, okay, definitely we are going to lose our interest. At first time, whatever the energy we put, we are not at all going to continue that energy. That's common thing. Okay, that's why waterfall model is telling that once you done 100%, then only you move to next phase. Right, Babu, ఎందుకంటే the reason is that, okay, this is a serious project. For example, you are building the software for one MRI scan machine. Okay, you are building the software for, okay, some XYZ healthcare equipments. You are building the software for satellites or robots. Okay, robots. So sincerity and seriousness, both are very, very important. Okay, so you have to do 100%. Once you've done 100% task, okay, then you go to the next phase. What is next phase? Requirements analysis. So since you already done 100% gathering of requirements with complete peace, you can start analyzing each and every requirement. Now you can focus completely on requirements analysis. Now you no need to think about requirements gathering phase. Array, I have done only 50% requirements. Okay. Okay, and now I am doing in requirements analysis. Again, you will get back to the requirements gathering. Again, you need to gather. Again, you need to come back to requirements analysis. Coming forth and coming back. Coming forth and coming back. That's not at all good for development, software development. Okay, now you do 100% analysis. So once you done 100% analysis, okay, then you come back to design phase. Now choose your energy completely on design phase. You focus on design phase completely, 100%. You put 100% effort on design. You no need to go back to analysis and requirements, because they already done 100%. So this principle, this instruction helps us to utilize our energy 100% on one thing at a time. Now you people join testing tools course, right? Okay, so you put all your energy on testing tools course, 100%. Okay, and you apply for jobs. Okay, you attend interviews. Okay, 5, 10, 20, 50 attend interviews. Okay, at one time definitely you are going to get job. Okay, you are going to get job. Okay, when from 5 to 10 interviews, 5 to 10 interviews attend అయితే compulsory job వస్తుంది. Okay, so you put your efforts or your energy on one task at a time, so that you will get what you are expecting. Okay, now that is one thing. That is the first instruction of waterfall model. Okay, right. The second instruction of waterfall model is no changes. Okay, no changes. Okay, during requirements. No changes. Okay, sorry. No changes in requirements during development. Okay, during development. The second instruction of waterfall model is, once you are done with requirements gathering, okay, so you have to log them. Locking means what? So once you log, no one can able to open it, right? No one can able to open and do any changes. Okay, once you gather 100% requirements, you log them, you freeze them. Okay, don't do any changes. For example, the client is going to come. Already you gather 100% requirements. Now you in analysis phase is also done, and now you are doing designs, maybe front end designs or database tables. Okay, or maybe algorithms, or you are preparing some XYZ things, high level designs, low level designs. Okay, so the client came to you that, Srikanth, sorry to disturb you, that okay, I need to do some extra changes in my requirements. Now what you need to do? Again, you need to go back to the requirements gathering phase, and you need to modify your foundation level requirements, and then you need to come back to requirements analysis phase, and again you need to come back to the design phase, and again you need to do the changes. Okay, done. One time is allowed. Now you are in development. That means you are writing code. Already designs are over. Again, the same client came that, Srikanth, this time also I need some changes. Okay, please do them. Okay, if you want, I will pay extra money. Okay, right. Again, I need to go back to the requirements gathering phase, then requirements analysis, then design, and then development. So what you are doing here, you are doing the changes again and again. Okay, so change చేయటం అనేది, okay, it's not just like okay, changing our dresses. అంత ఈజీ కాదు. సాఫ్ట్‌వేర్‌లో ఏదైనా చేంజెస్ చేయాలంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ డిఫికల్ట్ ప్రాసెస్. వెరీ, వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ప్రాసెస్. And this waterfall model is not a latest model. This is almost 50 to 60 years model, or we can say that 30 to 40 years model. 30 to 46. Okay, let's see that from Wikipedia. So waterfall model, Wikipedia. Okay, so somewhere you will see the date also, I think. Yeah, 1956. 1956. 1956. Okay, the presentation was about the development of software for Sage. In 1983, the paper was republished with a foreword by Bennington explaining that the phases were on purpose organized. Okay, na? Okay, 1970. Okay, although Royce did not use the term waterfall in that article, Royce presented this model as an example of a flawed, non-working model. See, it's talking about 50s. It's talking about 50s, 70s, and 80s. The origins are there. Origins are there. Okay, it's not a new model. It's not a new model. It's very, very old model. When you compare, when we are discussing about waterfall model, so you need to feel the things in 1950s. 1950s. When you compare with technology of 2020 with 1950, okay, huge gap is there. Okay, what is there? Huge gap is there. So today you can divide the requirements, you can do the changes at any point of time, okay, during development, because we have the technology support. We have the technology support. See, for example, 10 people are writing code. 10 people are writing code. So one developer did mistake. Okay, and we integrated that code. You know one thing, once you analyze that code, you come to know which developer committed the mistake and when he committed the mistake, at what time he committed the mistake, and why he committed the mistake. All the details are going to record in 2020. Okay, in 2020, everything is going to record. Everything is going to record. But you need to think about the same technology in 1950s or 80s or 70s. Like when you compare with the 2020 technology, in those years, okay, we were have very less support from technology. Very less support from technology. So when we have very less support from technology, why we need to take the risk? So technology support అంత లేనప్పుడు so risk తీసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా లేదు. Okay, that's why what waterfall model is telling that, okay, developer, we don't have sufficient technical support. See, with simply we can say that, okay, what is there? I will come back to requirements gathering, I will do analysis, I will do the changes in designs, and I will do the changes in development. Simply you may tell, of course you can do them also. Okay, you have the capacity, you can do them. But you know one thing, we don't have sufficient technical support, technology support. Technology support is also important. Technology support is also important. Okay, that's why the waterfall model is telling that, okay, don't do any risks, okay, during development. So ఇప్పుడు కూడా మన ఇంట్లో సో గ్రాండ్ ఫాదర్స్ గ్రాండ్ పేరెంట్స్ ఉంటారు కదా, సో వాళ్ళు మనకి చాలా విషయాలు చెప్తా ఉంటారు. మనం ఏమనుకుంటాం అంటే, అబ్బా చేదస్తాం అబ్బా వీళ్ళకి, సో ఊరికి అన్ని చెప్తా ఉంటారు. కూర్చుంటే ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఇస్తారు, లేస్తే ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఇస్తారు, బయటికి వెళ్తే ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఇస్తారు అనుకుంటాం. ఓకే, బట్ దట్స్ నాట్ దేర్ ప్రాబ్లం. సో దట్స్ హౌ, ఓకే, దే గ్రోన్ అప్. Okay, they are not born and brought up in 2020 or 20th century, right? So they are from before the freedom. Okay, they are there from before the freedom. They know the things. Okay, in their mind, their mindset is, okay, set on, okay, 1930s, 20s, 50s, 60s, like that. Okay, still, okay, na, that is a problem. That is a problem. But you know one thing, their suggestions are very, very important. Their suggestions are very, very important. ఓకే, వాళ్ళు చెప్పే విషయాలు కూడా చాలా మంచిగా ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. Okay, so that's what waterfall model. That's why I said that. So waterfall model is the grandfather of all development models. Okay, right. Now the third instruction of waterfall model is that, okay, don't break the system. Okay, or we can say that don't break development process into pieces. Okay, into pieces. Don't break development process into pieces. Okay, that means, so we gather the requirements, 100% requirements are gathered, 100% requirements are analyzed. Okay, and designs also prepared. Now client came to me, Srikant, you already done all these things 100%, right? And you told me that, okay, you are going to deliver this software in 8 months. Okay, in 8 months. See, if I wait for 8 months, I'm definitely going to lose my business. See, I already paid to you. So you do one thing. So instead of developing 100% requirements in single shot, you divide those requirements into 25, 25, 25. You start development on 25 requirements. Then you deliver the software so that you can use that. And again you start remaining 25% and you can finish and you can deliver. Again you start 25%, you deliver. Again you start 25%, you deliver. So that I will be happy because I already paid the money. Okay, and time is also important for me for my business. Okay, so I can able to use that software, maybe a little portion, of course, not complete functionality of software, maybe even a small piece I can able to use it. I thought that, okay, the client session is good. Okay, let's break this system into multiple pieces. I thought that. But what waterfall model is telling that, okay, developer, don't do that. Of course, the client has a need. Okay, but you don't do that. The thing is that in that time, okay, divide and connecting the things. Okay, that's very, very complex process. Process. Okay, breaking the system into multiple pieces and integrating all those things into one single system again was the biggest headache, and is the biggest headache in these days also. And still we have the, so today you can able to divide, you can able to break the development process into different pieces. We have the technology, but still at the time of integration, still we are facing lot of defects. Okay, one of the reason for defects is that, okay, integrating the parts in system. Okay, so on last week, ఏమైందంటే మా కారు పార్క్ చేసేటప్పుడు, కొత్త కార్ అది, బేస్మెంట్ సెల్లార్ లో పిల్లర్ ని గుద్దుకుంది అనమాట రివర్స్ చేసేటప్పుడు. సో హెడ్ లైట్ అంతా పాడైపోయింది. సో ఇన్సూరెన్స్ అంటే క్లెయిమ్ చేశాను. సో క్లెయిమ్ చేసిన తర్వాత కారు డెలివరీ ఇచ్చారు. నిన్న కాల్ చేసినప్పుడు అక్కడికి వెళ్తే కార్ డెలివరీ ఇచ్చారు. అన్ని కొత్త పార్ట్స్ ఇచ్చాడనమాట. కొత్త కార్ లాగే ఉంది. ఓకే, కానీ నాకేదో డౌట్ వచ్చి నేను వెనకెళ్ళి మొత్తం చెక్ చేసినప్పుడు కారు డెలివరీ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఉన్న ఫినిషింగ్, కారు డెలివరీ అయితే మనకి ఎట్లా ఫినిషింగ్ ఉంటుందో ఆ ఫినిషింగ్ మిస్ అయిందనమాట. కొత్త పార్ట్స్ వేసారు, కొత్త కలర్ వేసారు, కానీ ఆ ఫినిషింగ్ అనేది మిస్ అయింది. తర్వాత కొన్ని అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్స్ లో కూడా, అంటే ఆ పార్ట్స్ వాళ్ళు ప్లేస్ చేసేటప్పుడు కొన్ని అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్స్ లో కూడా ఇష్యూస్ వచ్చినాయి. ఓకేనా? సో వై ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ దిస్ వన్ ఈస్ దట్, okay, so at the time of integrating the things, okay, definitely we are going to get issues. In 2020 also, one of the main reason for the defects is, okay, poor integration process, because different developers are going to develop the software from different countries. End of the day, you need to integrate all the code so that you can able to deliver the software. At the time of integrating this code, we will do some mistakes, and those mistakes are going to result, okay, in lot of defects. So waterfall model is telling that don't do like that. Okay, of course you are talented developer, I know that, but still, so we have some limitations in this integration process. Okay, now so you may deliver 25% of the software. You are feeling that the software is going to get some benefits, okay, from the 25% software. Okay, but whatever the benefit he's getting now, ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు అతను 25% బెనిఫిట్ వస్తుందనుకుంటున్నావు నువ్వు. ఒకవేళ నువ్వు డివైడ్ చేసి సాఫ్ట్‌వేర్‌ని డెవలప్ చేశావంటే, ఇప్పుడొచ్చే బెనిఫిట్ కంటే అతనికొచ్చే నష్టమే ఎక్కువుంటది. అతనికొచ్చే నష్టం ఎట్లుంటది? ఎక్కువుంటది. Okay, now you are thinking about his benefit, but I am thinking as an waterfall model, I am thinking about the damage which you are going to do for software. Okay, because definitely I know that you are going to do lot of mistakes at the time of integration, and those mistakes are going to bring lot of damage to client. Maybe the damage is related to time or reputation or money or human relations or human lives also, human lives also, human lives also, human lives also. So ఈ రోజు వచ్చే 10 రూపీస్ కోసం మనం థింక్ చేస్తున్నాం, కానీ రేపు వచ్చే 100 రూపీస్ నష్టం కోసం మనం థింక్ చేయట్లేదు. దట్స్ వాట్ ద ఫిలాసఫీ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ఫాల్ మోడల్. Philosophy of waterfall model. So the first instruction is what? 100% task completion is required on each and every phase of SDLC. Second one is no changes in requirements during development, and don't break the system development process into pieces. And fourth one is focus on documentation. Focus on documentation. Focus on documentation. That means document everything. Okay, don't document everything. Okay, don't trust. Okay, don't trust anyone. Okay, don't trust anyone. Okay, don't trust anyone. Okay, document. Okay, focus on documentation, and you document everything. Okay, don't trust anyone. Okay, don't trust anyone. Okay, at the time of requirements gathering and analysis, you have to document everything, each and everything, whatever you discussed on the day one with client. On the day one with client, you need to document. You need to take the approval. You need to take the signs from both parties, the development company and client also, both parties. And before doing anything, whether before you are preparing one database table, or before you are writing one algorithm, or before writing one test case, or before writing one program, so make sure that your documentation is completed. Your documentation is completed. The documentation is completed. Okay, now so the client will tell that, okay, you fix it or you do that. Okay, and you are going to do that. Our client is Manode client too. Okay, now so he's very nice person. You may do that. You may do that. But when things go worst, okay, maybe the client is going to change his word. నేను చెప్పలేదు అది చేయమని, ఇట్లా ఎందుకు చేసిండ్రు, అట్లా ఎందుకు చేసిండ్రు. ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డే కంపల్సరీ వస్తుంది అనమాట, కంపల్సరీ. ఓకేనా, సో legal issues are very dangerous. Legal issues are, software level, corporate level, legal issues are very dangerous. Okay, that's why waterfall model don't want development company to get into any trouble. Okay, so pin to pin, everything you need to document. Then you take the approval from client. Once you got the approval from client, then only you start work. Okay, so this is also another instruction of waterfall development model. See, some people will ask you what are the disadvantages of waterfall model, and we can convert all these instructions into disadvantages. You can tell that the waterfall model very strict. Okay, it requires 100% task completion. That is one drawback. Okay, waterfall model is very strict. It don't allow us to do requirements in development. That is also another drawback. Waterfall model, okay, don't allow us to break the development process into pieces. That is also another development model. The waterfall model requires all the documents before starting anything. That is also one drawback. Okay, you can convert all these instructions into what, drawbacks. Okay, now, but actually these are not the drawbacks. Okay, these are not the drawbacks. Many people, they will ask you what are the disadvantages of waterfall model. If you are a fresher, make a note of it. Definitely they will ask you one interview question. Okay, done. One interview question is over. What are the disadvantages or limitations of waterfall model? But actually, that's not the correct answer. That's not the right question to ask. That's not the right question to ask. The reason is that when you are talking about waterfall model, you need to think the situations in 70s, 80s, or 50s, 60s, 17, 18s, 50s, 60s. When your mama is telling lot of instructions, you cannot get any angry రాకూడదు ఎందుకంటే because she was grown up, okay, or she is from, okay, 18, 19, or she is from 60s, 50s, 30s, 40s, like that. So that's how they were grown up. Okay, that's how they encountered the situations, okay, in those days or in those years. That's why they will tell you a lot of instructions. That's why waterfall model is telling a lot of instructions. Maybe today these things are not suitable to us. Maybe today, okay, waterfall model is not suitable to us. Okay, that doesn't mean that waterfall model is waste. Okay, na, that doesn't mean that waterfall model is waste, like that. Because waterfall model is developed not for the projects in 2020, but for the projects in, okay, 60s or 70s or 80s. 60s or 70s or 80s. But waterfall model is evergreen model. One thing, still some softwares are using waterfall model. Still some software development companies are using waterfall model. Why they are using, how they are using, I will tell you later. Okay, not now. Okay, na? Right. But one major drawback of, one major limitation of waterfall model is, waterfall model is not at all, okay, not at all suitable, not at all suitable for so large and complex projects, okay, where requirements are unclear, and requirements changes frequently. So waterfall model is not suitable for large and complex projects where requirements are unclear and changes frequently. Okay, no, so that's not suitable. But still, people used waterfall model for large complex projects. So that's the reason you will see a lot of disasters. Okay, plenty of disasters in softwares which followed waterfall model in earlier days. You can search in Google the failures of waterfall development model in software. So you will see, and you will see plenty of examples. Okay, choice lays because they don't have any choice. Okay, when we don't have any choice, then we need to go with the default option, right? They don't have any choice. That is the problem. Okay, that is the problem. Okay, na? Right. So this is about what waterfall model. Now I said that it is also called as linear sequential model, right? So linear sequential model is one by one approach. Okay, this is the linear sequential model, one by one approach. So step by step, okay, step by step approach. It's not parallel approach. Parallel approach means side by side approach. Side by side. So linear means it's a one by one approach. Okay, one by one approach. Okay, na? Right. Linear sequential model. Okay, na? Right. So the next model is spiral model, right? I am not going to discuss about spiral model. I will discuss it later. Okay, so let's talk about V model. Okay, let's talk about V model. Okay, V model. So what is this V model? So why people introduce this V model into software development, First of all, V here, okay, V stands for verification and validation. Okay, verification and validation. V stands for verification and validation here. verification and validation. So before getting to verification and validation, what is the instruction of vModel? What is the instruction of vModel? The vModel instruction is introduce testing right from the beginning. Okay, right from the beginning. I did not discuss this point in waterfall development model because I skipped it, okay, to give the difference and explanation about this point. Okay, the main instruction of vModel is introduce testing right from the beginning. Okay, right from the beginning. Introduce testing right from the beginning. So what is the meaning of that? In waterfall model or in SDLC process, if you see that testing is the next phase of development. That means we are going to start our work once entire development is over. That means what? Until the development is over, okay, we will be silent. Okay, we will be silent. Okay, so development అయ్యేంత వరకు కూడా మనం silent గా ఉంటాం. We will be silent. So once development is over, then only we are going to start testing. So because of that, sometimes in order to fix the defects which are raised in product or in software, we need to go back to the design phase sometimes, and we need to go back to the foundations. Say for example, you are constructing one house, and okay, recently I saw one video which is related to the 2-bedroom flats in Telangana. The government distributed some 2 BHK houses, and I saw in that video, I don't know that whether it is okay genuine or fake video. We are not getting to politics, just I'm trying to make you understand this line. That person is okay, స్లాబ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఇంటి పైన స్లాబ్ చేత్తోనే కొట్టిండండి స్లాబ్ని. కొట్టేతలకి ఆ స్లాబ్ అంతా క్రాక్ ఇచ్చింది అనమాట. ఒక ఏరియాలో క్రాక్ ఇస్తే అంతా లేయర్స్ లేస్ వచ్చేసింది అంతా. ఇట్లా పట్టుకుంటే పొడి పొడిగా ఉంటుంది అనమాట స్లాబ్ అనేది. ఎట్లుంటుంది? పొడి పొడిగా. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ప్రాబ్లం? క్వాలిటీ. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ప్రాబ్లం దేర్? క్వాలిటీ. That is already constructed. That is already constructed. Now if you want to rectify that issue, now you can think how much effort they have to keep. ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఏం చేయాలి? ఇప్పుడు ఆ స్లాబ్ అంతా పడగొట్టాలి. ఓకే, స్లాబ్ అంతా పడగొట్టి ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఏం చేయాలి? కొత్తగా స్లాబ్ వేయాలి. కొత్తగా స్లాబ్ వేసేటప్పుడు దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్రెడీ కన్స్ట్రక్టెడ్, అండ్ పెయింట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో నైస్, పెయింట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో డన్, వుడ్ వర్క్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో డన్. వుడ్ వర్క్ అయిపోయింది, పెయింట్ వర్క్స్ అయిపోయినాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? స్లాబ్ అంతా పడగొట్టాలి. పడగొట్టి మళ్ళా చేయాలి. సో పడగొట్టి మళ్ళా చేయడం అనేది ఏంది? రీవర్కే కదా. Of course you are going to fix the issue, 100% you are going to fix the issue, but you know how much loss you are, how much loss or how much extra money you are investing at the time of constructing a new slab. Again the paint is going to disturb, again your woodwork is going to disturb, and you need to repair or you need to repaint that. You need to repair and you need to repaint. Now you are spending amount on that slab. At the same time you are spending amount on that woodwork and paint also. Now where is the issue? Issues in slab, but you are spending extra amount on extra things also. That is the problem with waterfall model. You got the failure or you got the defect at the time of testing, but sometimes these defects demands you to do the changes in databases, to do the changes in high level designs or low level designs or any other algorithms. Now the company has to pay to the tester, the company has to pay to the developer, the company has to pay the database architect, or the company has to pay to the algorithm expert. Yes or no? Yes or no? So that is the problem. In waterfall approach, one drawback or limitation of waterfall approach is that Okay, to fix the defects, we need to put extra efforts and extra time and extra money. To overcome that problem, so one person, he proposed V model. Okay, the main intention or the main instruction or the major instruction of V model is that you start testing right from the first phase of SDLC. Okay, that means you gather requirements, you test them. You are analyzing requirements, you test them. You are doing designs, you test them. You are doing coding, you test them. Okay, you test them. So when you introduce this testing on each and every phase, okay, definitely one thing is sure that we are going to reduce the defects. Okay, now see, V model is not telling that you are going to eliminate 100% defects. 100% defects, no, not possible. So V model is telling that, okay, so I am not telling that you are going to reduce 100% defects, but I am sure that you are going to reduce the defects. When you compare with waterfall approach, you are going to reduce the defects, because right from the beginning, okay, right from the very strictly, okay, we are verifying each and everything. We are verifying each and everything. Okay, for example, to understand this one, I will give you one more example. For example, I written one book on automation or testing. Okay, I written one book on testing. Since I am a famous author, as soon as I written the book, I sent it for publishing. The publisher printed almost 1 lakh copies. How many? 1 lakh copies. And all copies are sold out in 1 week. Okay, in 1 week. All copies are sold out in 1 week. I'm very happy. I'm very happy because in 1 week, all 1 lakh copies are sold out. Okay, after 1 week, I see that negative comments are coming in Amazon or in Flipkart or in some general forums Now everybody is leaving negative review. Okay, they are telling that lot of errors on each and every page, on each and every. So spelling mistakes, okay, grammar mistakes, technical errors. Okay, like that, I can see that the flood of negative ratings. Okay, flood of negative. So what is the problem here? What is the my overconfidence is a problem. I thought that since I am a reputed author, okay, I directly send my book to publisher, and that publisher also without checking anything, he published it. Okay, and we got the money. End of the day, we got the money. Okay, now you see that how much damage it got created. Now if I recall those 1 lakh books, I cannot able to rectify that. ఇప్పుడు ఒక 1 lakh books నేను మళ్ళీ రిటర్న్ తీసుకొని ఐ కెన్ పే బ్యాక్ ద మనీ పే బ్యాక్ చేయొచ్చు, కానీ ఇప్పుడు వాటిల్లో ఉన్న మిస్టేక్స్ ని నేను ఫిక్స్ చేయగలుగుతానా? ఓకే, భాస్కర్ దేర్, ఐఎమ్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫిక్స్ దెమ్. హలో,
Hello, sir.
okay, ఐఎమ్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫిక్స్ దిస్ ఇష్యూ?
No.
No, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, the reason is that already published. So books are already published. Okay, now I cannot take any pencil or paper. Okay, I cannot able to rectify them. Okay, if it is one book I can do that, but doing on 1 lakh books, that too on each and every page is very difficult. Every page is very difficult. Okay, you see, sometimes because of a mistake, okay, we may not able to find out the solution, so we will be in helpless situation. This is case one. In case two, what I did here is, in case one I got experience, right? In case two, what I did here is, okay, I written one more book. On automation, for example. Okay, on automation. So this time, instead of sending that book to publisher, I send this book to Okay, 10 technical others. Okay, 10 technical other authors. Okay, I can say that 10 technical people. And I said them, I am done writing my book. I am sending the copy. You please go through that book. On each and every page, you spend time, day and night, you spend time and you find out all the mistakes. You find out all the mistakes. Now, these 10 technical people, they gone through the book. Okay, so day and night, and they gathered all the mistakes. Okay, they identified all the mistakes and we corrected. I corrected. And again I sent that book and they again verified. Again I sent, again they verified, again I sent, again they verified. Finally, okay, so those 10 technical people and me come to one conclusion that this is the time to publish, because we filtered that book like anything. Okay, we verified each and every page, each and every word, each and every line, not one day, 2 day. Okay, we taken almost 3 months time, 3 months time. And finally I sent to publisher. So this time the publisher published this, okay, 1 lakh copies, and all are sold out again in 1 week, in 1 week. Now also I got some negative comments, okay, negative ratings. That means some defects, some problems, okay, some spelling mistakes like that. Okay, people can able to understand. See, for example, in 2000 pages book, if you find 5 to 10 spelling mistakes, that is quite common. That is quite common. Okay, if you find spelling mistakes on each and every page, each and every paragraph, then it will be problem. Okay, so in the second case, what the author did, the author sent that book to the reviewers. So they reviewed it. Okay, once reviewed, okay, then only they send to the publishing company. So that's what the intention or the instruction of V model. Okay, V model. So right from the beginning, please try to invest some extra time on verification. Okay, verification or nothing but testing, so that you can able to reduce the defects. See, for example, if you don't follow these instructions and at the time of testing you got 100 defects, case 1. In case 2, you followed these instructions, but this time you got only 25 defects. Now totally how many defects you reduced? 75 defects you reduce successfully by follow this instruction. Okay, that means what? You are improving the quality, right? You are saving money. Okay, you are saving time. And you are saving time. Of course, ఓకే, అట్ ద ఈ బుక్ రాసిన అతడు ఫీల్ అవ్వ ఉండొచ్చు, అరే నేను 3 months టైం వేస్ట్ చేస్తున్నా కదా, నేను ఆల్రెడీ బుక్ రాశాను, పబ్లిషింగ్ వెళ్ళిపోయి ఉంటే నాకు 1 week లో మనీ వచ్చేసేది, నేను ఇప్పుడు 3 months వెయిట్ చేయాలి కదా అని అనుకోవచ్చు. కానీ అలా అనుకొని ఫస్ట్ టైం ఏం చేసిండు, మిస్టేక్ చేసిండు. ఆ మిస్టేక్ కరెక్ట్ చేసుకునే దానికి కూడా ఛాన్స్ లేదు. ఓకే, మనోడికి ఏమొచ్చింది, ఇప్పుడు జ్ఞానోదయం అయింది అనమాట. అందుకే సెకండ్ టైం చాలా కేర్ఫుల్ గా ఉంటుంది. Of course, at the time of requirements gathering, investing extra time is difficult. Okay, at the time of design, investing extra time on verification is difficult. But if you invest some extra time on each and every phase, finally you are going to reduce lot of headaches, reduce lot of complications or headaches. So that is a major instruction of V model. Okay, V model. Now I said that what is this V, right? V stands for verification and validation, right? Now at the time of discussing the defect, error and failure, I said that the entire software development process can be divided into 2 major phases. Okay, what is one is pre-development phase. Okay, second one is what? Second one is post-development phase. Right? So here verification is related to pre-development phase. Okay na? And validation is related to post-development phase. Verification is related to pre-development phase and validation is related to post-development phase. Okay, right. In pre-development phase, What are the SDLC phases here? Requirements gathering, requirement analysis, and design. Three phases are there in pre-development phase. In post-development phase, a development is there and testing is there, okay, and then release is there and maintenance is there. Total how many phases are there? Four phases are there. That means verification is related to requirement gathering, requirement analysis, and design. Validation is related to development phase, testing phase, and release phase and maintenance phase. Okay, maintenance phase. Okay, right now each and every phase in SDLC, okay, will produce some output. Will produce some output. For example, at the time of preparing, at the time of gathering requirements, end of the day you are going to prepare some documents, okay, some documents, or you are going to prepare some Excel sheets, or you will prepare some images, or you will prepare some PPTs, okay, PPT. And in requirements analysis phase, once you're done with analysis, you are going to prepare some documents, okay, and once you're done with the designs, you are going to produce HLDs, you are going to produce LLDs, you are going to produce DB tables, database tables, you are going to produce algorithms, you are going to produce use case diagrams, you are going to produce flow chart diagrams, you are going to produce some XYZ dot etc. Okay. So each and every phase in SDLC produce some output. Maybe that is code, or maybe that is a document, maybe that is a diagram, maybe that is an image, maybe that is one PowerPoint presentation, whatever it is, whatever it is. So verifying those things is nothing but what? Verification and validation. Verification and validation. Okay, now so if you re-verify the documents which are produced in the pre-development phase is called what? Verification. Is called what? Verification. Now for example, for example, for example, for example, in verification, see, I written one document. I written one document. So once I written the document, I will send the document to my fellow worker. For example, me and Babu working in one organization. We both are subject matter experts. We both are subject. For example, we have good knowledge in e-commerce business. So I prepared one requirements document in e-commerce, okay, for e-commerce software. As soon as I done with preparation of that document, I will send that document to Babu. Babu has also the same experience in e-commerce domain. Now what Babu will do here? So Babu will verify each and every requirement in that document. Requirement in that document. I already prepared, okay, I already done sufficient research and I prepared the document. I am confident that my document is not going to have any issues. Okay, but when I given the document to Babu, the Bob is also going to spend some time on it, right? He is also going to read each and every requirement, each and every requirement. Now Babu can able to find out the mistakes. Okay, since I written the document, it's very difficult to find out the mistakes myself. But whereas Babu will do that very easily. Okay, Babu will do that very easily. And Babu is going to bring these issues. Srikanth, you done mistake here, you done mistake here, like that. Then I will realize, oh my God, these many mistakes I have committed. Then immediately what I do, I will rectify them. If I cannot send the document to Babu, the very same document will deliver to the design team, and the design team is going to do the designs based on those requirements documents. That means whatever the mistakes I committed, the design team is also unknowingly is going to commit, and the development team is also unknowingly is going to commit. Unknowingly is going to commit. So he is the reason here. I am the reason. I am the reason. Okay. So the output of each and every phase which is under pre-development phase will be verified very strictly. That's called what? Verification process. Verification process. And once verification is done, and once design phase is done, we are going to hand over all these things to developer, right? What developer will do? Developer is going to start development of the application. He's going to start writing the code. So application code and ఏం చేస్తాడు developer రాయడం స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాడు. Once he done writing the code, then again he needs to make sure that okay, he written the code in proper way or not, right? So he's also going to do the testing. And once he tested his code, okay, now my code is working good, okay, then they will send their code to the tester. Again the tester is going to test it. Again the tester is going to test it. Okay, so retesting or verifying the outputs of post development phase is called what? Validation. Is called what? Validation. Verification and validation. So verification and validation both are nothing but okay, retesting activities. Okay, retesting activities of pre-development phase and post-development phase, whether it is software or the documents which are prepared to develop the software, okay. Now one important point here is that so verification can be called as static testing. Verification can be called as static testing, and validation can be called as dynamic testing. Okay, dynamic testing. Dynamic testing. I will tell you why we are calling verification as static and why we are calling validation as dynamic. Okay, so why we are calling verification as static testing means, see, it's a one-way communication. So it's one-way communication. That means in pre-development phase, you are just going to prepare some algorithms, front-end files, okay, and you are preparing some diagrams and documents, right? If you find any changes, you are going to correct it. That's called one-way communication. That's called static testing. Okay, you will understand that, don't worry. So validation means dynamic testing. That means in validation part, we have the software is developed. Okay, post development phase lo software అనేది develop అయిపోయింది. So when you give the inputs to that software, the software will respond. For example, if you entered invalid details in Facebook, immediately the Facebook will tell that, hey man, these details are not correct. Okay, these are not correct credentials, like that. So this is called what? Two-way communication. Okay, this is called what? Two-way communication. Okay, two-way communication. That means you are giving input to the system and the system is responding, okay, to your input by giving output. When it comes to verification, when you do the testing of the documents, they are not going to respond. Okay, you are going to do some changes, manually. That's it. So that's why people call it as static testing and validation as dynamic testing. Okay, right. Now when you have the working software, testing that working software is very easy. But when it comes to verification, okay, that is a tough task. Okay, the reason is at the time of validation, you have the working software, so that you can compare that working software with requirements, then you can tell that working or not. But at the time of verification, you have only document, no working software. సో డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, వర్కింగ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఆ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ఎట్లా టెస్ట్ చేయాలంటే యూ నీడ్ టు ఇమాజిన్ ద సిస్టమ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, యూ ఆర్డర్డ్ వన్ టీ షర్ట్ ఆర్ యూ ఆర్డర్డ్ వన్ ల్యాప్టాప్. ఓకే, నేను డెమో ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను. ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆర్డర్ చేశారు మీరు. సో ల్యాప్టాప్ బ్రాండ్ వచ్చి, ద బ్రాండ్ ఈజ్ డెల్, కలర్ ఈజ్ గ్రే, and processor is i8 i7 processor, RAM is 8 GB, and hard disk is 250 SSD hard disk. Okay, done. You ordered the laptop. That is yet to deliver to you. Now I am asking, for example, Nishita, I am asking Nishita. So Nishita, when you are going to accept that laptop? Then she is going to imagine, okay, Srikanth, if my laptop is in color is gray and the brand is Dell and processor is i7 and RAM is 8 GB, then only I am going to accept. She is yet to receive that order. So before that only she is telling the acceptance criteria. How she can able to tell? She can able to tell, so based on her imagination. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నాను, సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లేదు కానీ ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుంటున్నా బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్. So based on the requirements, we need to imagine the software. Of course, we are not going to participate in verification activities, so we no need to worry about that. Just I am telling. So once you've gone through the requirements, you need to imagine the system. Okay, this requirements is talking about that functionality. So I'm going to accept that functionality if the developer develops it in this manner. Okay, in this manner. So I'm going to accept that laptop if that laptop is in gray color. Okay, or if that laptop processor is i7, so verification activities are difficult when you compare with validation. Okay, that's why, okay, only experts are going to involve in verification activities. Only domain experts. Okay, they are going to participate in verification. This is what V model. Okay, actually V model is not related to development. V model is related to testing. So V model అనేది టెస్టింగ్ కోసం ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేశారు. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, so far we discussed two models. Okay, one is waterfall model, second one is what? V model, right? Okay, so they are not talking about your work. మీరు SDLC ప్రాసెస్ గురించి ఇవి మాట్లాడటం లేదు. Okay, these are providing some supplement material for your SDLC process. These are giving some instructions. Developer, follow these instructions. Tester, follow these instructions. I know that you are talented, you have the experience, you are in industry more than 30 years, no problem. Okay, na? But if you follow these instructions, okay, then your output will be better. Or best. Or what best? Okay, so 1 hour చదువుతాం. ఓకే, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. ఎందుకు ఎక్కువ చదువుతున్నాం అంటే ఏమని చెప్పవచ్చు, ఎందుకు ఎక్కువ నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. You can see that I can finish manual testing in 1 week. 1 week is fine. Okay, that means if you sit one day with me 10 hours from morning 8 to evening 8, I can finish manual testing without missing any topic. But why we are going for 20 days? Okay, because to discuss the subject with with more than one example. If I sit only one day, maybe I'm not going to give this much explanation with some general examples. So I will give one simple example, then I will go to the next topic. Okay, since we are spending time, so we can able to understand the subject properly. Okay, so what B model is also telling that you spend time on each and everything. To allocate some extra time so that you can achieve the quality. Okay, so these are what instructions. Okay, so today we covered only 2 models. Okay, tomorrow we will continue the remaining models. Okay, so tomorrow we will finish the remaining models except Agile. Okay, Agile is again a different ocean. Okay, na? Right.